Hi, it's me, Ali. I'm with my dogs, Pebble and Buster. We've decided to walk the Wales coast path. And we're in Chepstow here, and this is the beginning of the coast path. We're stood on the actual tile, if you can see it. And Wales is the only country in the world to have a coast path surrounding its entire coast, 870 miles. So obviously we're not doing it all today, but we're going to do the initial bit from Chepstow to Caldicot, which is 10 miles. It's been soaking wet today, overnight, so no idea what the ground's going to be like, very mucky. The idea was that we were going to drive to Caldicot and get the train from Caldicot to Chepstow and walk back following the coast path. But I don't sleep very well, and it was depending on how I slept. Last night, typically, I slept for 8.5 hours and overslept. So the trains are not very frequent. So what we've decided to do is drive straight to Chepstow, do the Chepstow town bit, drive to Caldicot for the 12:38 train back into Chepstow and continue from there. So there is the bridge. I'm stood by the bridge into England. Over the other side of the bridge is England. And I used to live over there. I lived in Chepstow for over 10 years. It was my home, so this is going to bring back a lot of memories for me. And I lived over the other side of the bridge on the English side of Chepstow for 18 months of that. The only time I've ever lived in England. It's over the River Wye, a very beautiful blue river, as you can see, reminiscent of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So here we are. It's drizzly, but it's supposed to not rain for the rest of the day. And more updates later. That's the path we're going to be following. And just to show you, there are some stones in the ground. I've got 2 guidebooks. The problem is the guidebooks start in North Wales going down to south, and obviously we're doing it south to north, so I have to start at the back of the books and try and work the directions backwards. I mean, most of it's going to be pretty straightforward, but most of today's walk, I reckon about half of today's walk is getting to the coast, and it's going through farmers' fields, golf courses, woods, and streets initially, and that is the bit that I'm not looking forward to. Once we're on the path, that should be good. Okay, keep you informed. Well, we've got through town, we've caught the train, drove to Caldicot, caught the train back to Chepstow, walked all the way up. Hopefully that's all the hills up. Look at the view. Don't know if you'll be able to see it. The Y, the 7, both of them. We're going down this path now into woods. Just been past my old street, Middle Way, up there, where I lived for about, a year, 18 months in the 90s. It's bringing back so many memories. Dogs are tired, don't know what's going on. There's the view, a bit better. And we'll be heading into Bluebell Woods in a minute. And coming out in Thornwell, near where I used to live, another house, and where I used to walk my dogs. I lived in Chepstow for over 10 years and I haven't walked the path. I just walked. I've never been on this path before. I didn't even know it was here. I just can't believe it. Mad. Walking through woods in Thornwell, where I used to walk my dogs many years ago. And this is the first view of the Severn Bridge, the old one. It's not drizzling now, it's dry, which is great because it's actually perfect weather. I'm absolutely boiling hot. So back through some more woods now. Just going into the tunnel, through the tunnel that goes into the motorway. There's murals in here, it's supposed to be. The motorway that leads to the Severn Bridge. Maybe the Chepstow murals are either the other end or they've gone. Nice bit of pink there with the Severn Bridge looking pink. Nice. Yeah. We've been around the industrial estate. Now we've got across farmers' fields into Mathen, so I can see Mathen Church in the distance. Got the dogs on the lead, hopefully no sheep, hopefully not too boggy, and hopefully I go in the right direction, because obviously I'm following the guides backwards. I've got to say, so far I'm absolutely loving this walk. I'm going to stop somewhere and have a snack at some point, somewhere a bit more scenic. Thank you to George Ezra for the inspiration. Should have mentioned you before, of course. Oh, edge open the gate, that would be a good start. Kissing gate, and hopefully we won't be too long until we're on the banks of the river. Got to go through St Pierre Golf Course first. Nice and mucky here. This is a little bit path in the middle, it's not quite as mucky. Beautiful views. Look what I'm walking in. The dogs are bogging, I'm bogging. Nearly there. Oh my gosh, there's a thing of cows. I don't know where I'm supposed to go out. Oh. Go and look for a sign. Great. I didn't have to just walk in all that bog, I just walked in and got minging. There's the stile into the other blinking, found it, into the other field. Feeling tired now. We need to stop and have something to eat in a minute. Just going through the stile now into St Pierre Golf Course, but can't see much golf going on around, so we should be okay. And so close now. I hope there's a seat somewhere that we can sit down and have something to eat. It's so quiet. I can hardly hear a thing. I can hear a road in the distance, but I can just hear the birds and the dogs getting tired. It's gorgeous. I can sit on that stump over there and have something to eat. I better go to the golf course first, I think. We're at the golf course, into a field, very windy, must be getting near the river. This is the first view of the second Severn crossing ahead. I've done, according to my Fitbit, I've done over 6 miles so far, so hopefully over halfway there. I know I went wrong a couple of times, but it wasn't too much. Lush. Listen to Buster's, because it's not because he's on the lead, he's got a small trachea or something. Got across the railway tracks here. It's always scary, even though you can't see a train or hear one. So I was on that train a couple of hours ago, going from Caldicot to Chepstow. And there's the River Severn, and the second Severn crossing, which I'm going to be walking under in a minute. And we made it. So it would be lovely if they put a seat up for us to sit on, which I know they won't have, so we're going to find somewhere to sit and have a snack. It's much windier and you can feel the drop in the temperature as I came nearer the river. Those weeds. We have walked so far, and just check, 6 3/4 miles. Made it to the river, so you've got we're right in between the two bridges. We've got the old Severn Bridge there, all along the Severn, and the new Severn Bridge there. The fields. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I saw this man from all the way down there, and I thought, there's a man looking out at the view. It's a statue. We're going to sit here and have a snack and watch the tide come in. Look, oh, how lovely is this? There's a step to sit on over there. There he is. Wow. Sudbrook. This is Black Rock, I believe, where my friends used to live. Up there, up that street, Black Rock. So Brook is the next one down, I think. Is that best? Very windy here, but fabulous view. The second 7 crossing. Sunny over Bristol. Done the 8 miles, I think. Really windy. Blowing a gale, obviously. That's what the end of the sound is. Never seen it before. Just about to walk and the second 7 crossing. I don't know why I'm recording it, it's not that exciting, but I've done it before. A bit quieter under here, it's so windy. Just the leading the way as usual. Too much further now, hopefully, so I can hardly feel my legs. We've been under the M4 and now we're going over the M4. Very noisy, obviously. Breath now. You see that? It's got much colder. I'm boiling, but it is cold. Do you remember the Incredible Hulk in the 80s? It always ended every episode with him walking up a lonely lane like this. Just made me think about it. I'm going to leave you. I don't believe it. We've done it. We're just going under the railway track at Caldicot station. My car's parked just the other side. In fact, I can just see it. Oh, I can't believe it. So happy. Gosh, I nearly hit my head on this. It's so low. I can't believe I drove my car under this as well. So when I go home now, I'm going to pull Redox bath and take a bottle of wine in there. The next leg of the trip, day 2, I'm going to be starting in this exact same location and continuing on down. There's my car waiting for me. Oh, I'm so happy. I can't believe I've done this. The dogs have been brilliant. So I have done, let me just check, it's taken me, I've done 11.17 miles in 4 hours and 20 minutes. What a day, what a brilliant day it's been. So glad I did it. look a bit more bedraggled now than I did in the beginning. It's the side of Caldicot station.